Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you guys clicked on this video, that means you're in the market to buy a Bluetooth speaker for your phone or your computer. So in this video, I'll be talking through my review of 3 such speaker slash microphones for your phone or your laptop. I'll look at the build quality, the audio quality, specifically the microphone, because that's really the use case I'm looking at. So hopefully this video is helpful to you in your purchasing decisions. Talk to you guys soon. Hey, good morning, good day, good evening, wherever you guys are. So today I'll be reviewing the Anker Soundcore Bluetooth speaker, external speaker. One of the main drivers that made me go get this speaker is I just got a Mac M1. I haven't done the review for that. I'll probably do that. Got the new MacAir M1, and when I bought it, I'm like, it didn't have a USB connector. It also had a biggest problem where if I close the Mac clamshell, then the microphone turns off. Apparently it's a security solution that they provided. Didn't know that. My old Mac was 10, 20, 30, 100 years old. So didn't realize it, but they made some firmware updates. And that's a big problem for me when I'm doing my conference calls at work. I need a solution. So right now I'm cranking my Mac up a little bit, but I thought, let's see if having or connecting an external speaker allows me to keep it in clamshell mode and still gives me good sound, both from an audio perspective and from a microphone perspective. So I'm going to test this out. I've got a few more speakers that I'll be testing out. So let's see how this looks. So here we have the Anker Soundcore. I've tried the Anker range of products before. I think I've got a Bluetooth headset and also a Bluetooth connector for my car, and I've loved both those products. Anker has always been good quality product. So I'm excited to see how this looks, how this works for me. So let's open this up and see what's included as part of the box. It's a pretty small, dainty box. Let me get rid of that. All right, so there's the speaker itself. I'll have to undaintily open up the packaging. There you go. All right, nice. So good solid speaker. It feels heavy, and I like, it's got this rubberized plastic feel to it. And overall I like the design very much. Very clean, and not that my desk is clean, but I think it'll look good on a lot of desks if you're able to keep your desk clean. I like the slightly raised function buttons. So let's power it on and see if there's any. There is power in this thing. Perfect. All right, it's great that it's got some power in it. I'll probably charge it afterwards just to make sure. Now that the Bluetooth is on, I'm gonna go connect it to my laptop, and then let's see how it works. So let's get over to my laptop. All right, here we are. Let's check out the sound coming out from the Anker. One thing I did notice is that this thing is a magnet for fingerprints. Any oil that's in your fingers, on your skin, just comes off on this. I think it's a similar case for the others, probably this rubber that attracts all that oil. But anyways, we are here to listen to the sound. So let's play some random track on the Anker and then listen to how it sounds. Alright, so this is how it sounds. Decent bass, decent treble. Let me take it off and put it back on the Mac speakers. This is with the Mac speakers. All right, perfect. So overall, definitely better sound coming out of the Anker than directly from the Mac speaker. So overall, good news. Next, let's take a look to see how the microphone sounds. All right, let's get to it.
Hello, check. I am checking my voice on the Anker. Check, check, check. Voice on the Anker. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so overall, I think I like the sound quality of the Anker sound system. It's a great external speaker for your Mac or your phone if you want to listen to music. But in my case, I want to be using it for my conference calls. So I want the microphone to be powerful and strong. And as you probably heard, not at all powerful. I'm going to play around with the settings, see if anything changes. But at least on my initial test, the microphone for the Anker sound system is very, very poor. The volume is very low, so totally unusable for any of my conference calls. So for now, I'm going to be sticking with my internal microphone on the Mac. I've got a few more speakers I'll be testing out, and so let's do a comparison at the end of this and see where the Anker sound system, sound core, stands amongst its competitors. More to come. All right, so the next speaker that I got was this Oontz Angle 3 speaker. It's this nice Toblerone shaped speaker, non-edible for sure. Overall, the finish is good. It's got these rubberized ends with some kind of graphite finish in the middle. Looks like the speaker opening is at the bottom, so I'm not sure if it's going to be too muffled, or maybe that's for the fan or air intake. Controls are fairly straightforward. The on button is right here. Turn it on, I guess long press. Red light turns on. I've already Bluetooth connected it to my Mac, so that should be already connected, as you can see with the blue light. It's got the controls for playing and volume on the side. Now, as compared to the previous Anker sound core that I tested, that had very clear buttons on the top, easy access to change volume or pause or play the sound or video. This one is on the side, so I don't know if it's going to be as easy access, but it's at least available. Overall, good finish, not as heavy as the Anker sound core, so I'll be comfortable kind of putting it or resting it on my Mac. So let's go connect it and test the audio and test the microphone. All right, so here we have the Oontz. I've connected it up to my Mac. Same issue here. Whatever oil is on my skin, on my fingers, is coming on to the box. So constantly have to be cleaning all of this. All right, let's try and play the same music on my Oontz. Here goes. Increase the volume. Max volume on this. And then let's try and get to this is the Mac speakers. This is the Oontz speakers. So as you can see, not too much of a difference.
Hello, check, check, check. This is the voice test for the Oontz speaker system. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3.
All right, I had such big hopes on this Oontz. The sound quality was good. The volume on the microphone was amazing. But then, as you heard, I sounded like Sean Connery on this one. I love Sean Connery, so no disrespect, but just something wrong with the microphone on this one. I'm going to see if maybe replacing it with another Oontz device helps. But for now, this one also does not meet my criteria. 2 down, 1 to go. All right, here we go. So this is the last microphone speaker that I've ordered. This one is called the Skywin. This is more of a conference speakerphone. When I open it, I guess we'll see what the form factor looks like. But we'll still play music, but it's not going to look like the previous two that we tested. So let's open this box and take a look to see how this is. All right, so just straight off the bat, you can see that the form factor is very different. It looks like one of those conference phones that you have in your meeting rooms, right? I mean, that's supposed, it's really what it's supposed to be. It says conference speaker phone. So we'll give it a try. It's not very heavy, it's pretty light. I like the overall finish. The buttons are a nice plastic and hopefully they don't wear off over time. It's got some nice padding at the bottom so it doesn't scratch the surface if I plan to rest it on my Mac. So let's give it a try. It's got a bunch of buttons. If you look, it's got, I guess, a power on, power off button. I've already powered it on and synced it to my Mac, so the Bluetooth is connected, volume up and down. You can mute directly from this, which is good. I did not see that and the other two. I guess if you're playing music, you can fast forward, rewind, and play. And I don't know what this phone button is, and I guess we'll find out. All right, so overall, as a conference phone, this looks like it's fairly good. And then of course on the side here, you've got the power connection for charging it because this is wireless and it is battery operated. All right, let's connect it to the phone and see what the quality of the sound looks like. Okay, so here we have the Skywin. I realized that, I know it's got 3 pods over here. These two are the right and left speakers, and the microphone is actually on this side. So let's try keeping the speakers away. Looks like the battery's already dying. Speakers away and play that same soundtrack. That's the maximum volume. All right. All right, now let's try and listen to it without. This is directly coming from the MacBook Air speakers. This is the Skywin. So the Skywin is actually pretty good. It is slightly better, noticeably better than the MacBook Air speakers. Clearer. All right, perfect. Let me see if I can connect all the 3 up together and we'll do a last comparison. All right, check, check, check. Hope you can hear me. Check, check, check. This is the test of the Skywin platform. All right, here we go. So we've got all the 3 speakers connected. Forgive the mess on my desk. We're gonna try playing the same sound through all of the speakers one at a time, just to figure out relatively how they sound. One thing to note, I've maxed the sound on my Mac. I've also maxed the sound on the YouTube and maxed out the sound volume on each of these 3. So hopefully it'll give you what the max range of the specific speaker is. So let's go to Skywin number 1 and see how it sounds. All right, so this is Skywin. Let's move over to Anker. Okay, so overall, looks like the Anker is probably the best from a sound quality perspective. Surprisingly, maybe I wasn't maxed out on the Oontz in my previous test when I said that it was very similar to the Mac. The Oontz probably was number 2 in the volume and the quality of the sound, and then Skywin probably a number 3. So that's how I would rank the overall volume and sound output across the 3. Whereas from a microphone input perspective, the number 1 goes to Skywin. Number 2, with all those voice issues, is probably the Oontz, and then number 3, the Anker. All right, so let's take a final summary of this review. All right, so that's how it looks. We've looked at 3 speakers so far. We first looked at the Anker sound core, good quality sound, perfect finish and good looks. I like the buttons on the top. It has the built-in microphone, but for whatever reason, the microphone wasn't powerful enough, and the Bluetooth connection on the microphone seemed to be disconnecting consistently. So the sound quality wasn't the best on the microphone. So probably give this a 6 out of 10 for my use. Next we looked at the Oontz Angle 3. Again, very good finish. I like the plastic finish. The buttons were good, although they were off on the side, so not easy access. Sound quality was pretty good, I think comparable to the Anker sound core. The microphone quality was way better than the Anker sound core, but the biggest problem I had, and again, I don't know if it's just with this piece, was that I sounded like Sean Connery. Not that that's bad, but it seemed to mess up my s's and convert that to a sh for some reason. So overall, Oontz, I'd probably give this a 5 out of 10. Unfortunately, for that microphone condition. If that microphone gets fixed, this is going to bump up quite a bit because I like the overall fit and finish of this one. And then finally, the Skywin conference phone, speakerphone. The sound system was good, not as powerful as the other two, but where it really beat out the other two was on the microphone. It was comparable to the direct microphone on the Mac, maybe 80% of the quality. It also has the functions like mute, volume up, down directly on the speaker system so I can access it. The only challenge I have is the form factor. It looks like a conference phone system and it's pretty big and covers really all of my Mac. But in this comparison today and for my use of using it for conference calls and not for music specifically, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. So this probably wins between the other three. I'll take a look at a few more in that other smaller form factor with microphones and add it to this comparison if I find any of them worth comparing. But so far, I like the Skywin, and I think this is the one I'm going to keep for now. All right. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If you're in the market, already bought a Mac 1 and then realized, hey, the clamshell closes and the microphone doesn't work. I need an external microphone. So for the $25 to $35 price range, you get a speaker and a microphone system. So I highly recommend looking at one of these options. But for my case, the Skywin was good. So hopefully this review helped you guys and it pushes you in the right direction towards your purchase. All right, till later. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.